Hi everyone. If you could have one superpower, what would you choose? Would you want to be able to fly, become invisible, be the strongest person in the world? Or would you like to have the power to heal? If healing is a power you would like to have, this talk is for you. And the good news is, you probably have it already. More often than not, our taste buds are excellent guides in determining what is healthy and what is not. And if you do what makes you happy, good for you. Happiness proteins are very important for good health. That's why this talk and my books are called Delightful and Delicious Healing, Dandhea for short. Let me tell you a true story. Almost 12 years ago, July 15th, 2013, I was asked to give a talk to the caregivers in my mother's nursing home in the Netherlands. Why? Because 3 months earlier, April 10th of 2013, her doctor had told us, the family, to prepare for her passing. My mother was 88 years old when, after a fall from her wheelchair, a lump was found in her chest. 99.9% certainly malignant was her doctor's opinion. My mother sat there quietly, looking with her eyes closed, looking very pale, and hardly reacted to anything. My sister flew out from California and didn't dare postpone her trip for a week. That's how little time we thought she had. My mother also had Alzheimer's, so it was quickly agreed upon that we'd keep her as comfortable as possible for whatever time she still had left, and not submit her to any aggressive cancer therapies. And so I asked my family and the doctor for permission to try my diet and care system on her, and they allowed me to. During the first meal, spelt bread, coconut oil, bananas, tea, her eyes opened, color came back to her cheeks, and she gave us the biggest, most beautiful smile. As I predicted, the lump in her chest flattened after a week and a half of a diet of pre and probiotics, healthy oils, nuts and seeds, grains, raisins, spices, teas, fresh fruits and vegetables, beans, aloe vera, and lots of carrot juice, all presented as nice breakfasts, lunches, dinners, delicious desserts and snacks, combined with a toxin-free natural care system consisting of essential oils and lavender flowers. After 2 weeks, she could eat on her own again, something she hadn't been able to do in a while. And after that, she even wanted to walk again. That's why the head nurse asked me to give a talk to all of her caregivers to explain how it was possible that with just some healthy diet and care, my mother had become healthier than before her fall. And so I explained the principles of natural toxin-free healing to them, expecting it to become well known, but it didn't. Just as it happened with my dad, a doctor who had found a remedy for asthma, which was published in a prominent medical journal in 1983. Many doctors adopted it, but it didn't become mainstream. And so, when my dad got cancer in 1997, I looked for natural remedies because I reasoned that if his remedy for asthma hadn't become mainstream, there might be other doctors who had found solutions for serious illnesses which hadn't become mainstream either. And I did find some remedies like green tea, and it helped my dad a little, but it didn't heal him. My dad died of cancer, September 20th, 2004, a cancer for which the natural remedy had won a Nobel Prize 38 years earlier. So, if even winning Nobel Prizes doesn't make natural remedies for serious illnesses well known, what does? In 2001, I came across a text by Sherry Tamai on toxic ingredients in care products we should avoid and what they do to you. With each toxic product I dropped, my health improved, and I learned to make substitutes, natural and toxin-free. I was able to heal anything from minor ailments to serious illnesses like Lyme. After 20 years of studying ways, health-oriented, evidence-based, science-backed, practice-confirmed ways of healing naturally, I thought I could write a book on how to heal COVID in a matter of weeks. It ended up taking me more than 2.5 years. Why? Because while I thought I only had to explain how to take omega-3 and omega-6 properly, it turned out that almost every nutrient deficiency shows up as COVID, and that we are being misled about almost every nutrient. The substances in pills are different from the nutrients in foods, and they don't do what the nutrients in foods do. The substance in vitamin C pills does not even heal scurvy. How can that be? Well, because because while it's because pharmaceutical industries aren't looking as hard for remedies as they are looking for ways to make a profit. Even if they find a natural remedy, they will ruin it. Do they do that on purpose? Well, in order to profit from something, you need to own it. To own it, you need to patent it. To patent it, you need to have discovered it. Plants were around before humans were, and plants with the most healing nutrients are usually pulled out as weeds, so they need to alter it a little. And if in the process of altering it, the healing properties decrease, disappear, or reverse, they will go with the altered product anyway. So why do they do that? It's a win-win for them. Either they get away with it and they profit off of their product, or they don't and they turn around and blame the plants. So what's going on here? It has to do with their best misguided way of supposedly trying to enhance the healing properties of the plants by isolating the most prominent nutrient in the plant. But by doing that, they are going against how plants heal, which is usually an interplay between some, often even thousands of nutrients. Because that isolating is such a natural form, it also can become unstable, and they need to have a more stable form, by which time it's become a different substance completely. But still, when the toxic effects or the fact that it doesn't heal becomes undeniable, they will turn around and blame the plants. And this is just one of the many tricks they play to pretend their synthetic products are superior to natural ones. A losing battle, because while healing plants come with many benefits, their drugs usually come with nasty side effects. And yes, you're hearing this correctly. These worldwide multi-trillion-dollar industries are competing with weeds. So it's safe to say pharmaceutical industries tend to be PFFFD, profit-oriented, fluff-based, fake concerns, fake solutions, finance-backed, deceitfully pushed. Now, HES stands for health-oriented, evidence-based, science-backed, practice confirmed, meaning health-oriented is that look for natural products that heal in the most natural form, the best combinations that heal best. Evidence-based is testimonials from doctors and patients and research and historical evidence that works. Science-backed means that the physiological pathways through which the healing nutrients work is understood and confirmed by using the scientific method. And practice confirmed means you have experience with it, either healing you or being able to help others heal with it, or witnessing others being healed with it. And the cool thing is, one system works for all diseases, and that system can be described with the acronym MOTHER-HAT. Microbiome, probiotics as in kefir and kombucha, prebiotics like the fibers in fruits and vegetables and leafy greens. You need a healthy microbiome to digest the omegas properly, and a healthy microbiome gives you an appetite for healthy foods. And that's not even mentioning the many essential nutrients produced by the microbiome, like the B vitamins and K2, all very important if you value having healthy hair, eyes, skin, bones, and regular heartbeat, just to name a few things. So no destroying the microbiome with enemas or any other harsh treatments, please. And the skin microbiome is our first line of defense against disease, and you spare that by using toxin-free natural products. Then you have the omegas. No, not fish oil. Flaxseed for omega-3, sunflower seed for omega-6. Then you have the targeted response for cancer, that's aloe vera and carrot juice. For COVID, that's eucalyptus globulus essential oil. For asthma, that's plantago and grapes. And for Lyme, it's a long list of essential oils and natural products. This is too long to mention here, but you can find that in the description below this video. Then the herb rotation schedule with all the Essiac and Traben herbs in delicious tea blends. Then the happiness proteins, all the foods, sense behaviors needed for dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, and endorphins. Happiness proteins are very important for good health. If something's unpleasant, it's by definition unhealthy. Then come the additional nutrients, all from foods or from the sun in the case of vitamin D, not from pills. Pills are fake. Then comes timing, combining, preparing and planning. If it tastes best, it is best. So a salad with a dressing is healthier than one without, provided you use a healthy oil like cold pressed organic olive oil, apple cider vinegar, pepper. They all help to absorb all nutrients better, and your cells need salt to absorb vitamin C. So I wrote 12 health books and write on everything, how to heal cancer in days and COVID in minutes. I'm qualified to do so with just a master's in English language and literature. Is a journalist qualified to report on science. All I do, I think so, and all I do is relate what successful doctors say anyway, and for that you'll only need high school level understanding of chemistry and biology to understand concepts like isomers and ionophores. And what I also do is reverse engineer the chemical compounds studied in scientific studies for their healing properties. And I reverse engineer them to the herbs they come from, because often the pharmaceutical industries don't just stumble upon the healing herbs. They can study hundreds and thousands of plants to find the most healing one. And so if you reverse engineer that to the herb it comes from, their product to the herb it comes from, you get a natural product which is superior to their synthetic one. But you have to be careful with that, because they don't always use healing herbs. Sometimes they'll use plants that are as toxic as their products, and sometimes they'll even use chemical waste for their pills. And their pricing is such that they can pay for all the lawsuits they can expect and still make a profit. It's called evergreening. And what I'll also do is make the literature more readable. When they use the same term for different substances, then I will specify it further so you know what substance they're talking about. This using the same name for different substances is a consequence of overspecialization, and it's another example of where a multidisciplinary approach can be beneficial. I want to work with doctors, but they all tell me the same thing. You know more about healing through diet and care than I do, so what can I do? I have my work checked by doctors anyway, just to be sure. I could see from the outside what the system does on the inside when it healed one of our cats from ear canal cancer in 3 days using a combined Traben, Rivici, and SCX method when combining or mixing aloe vera with propolis, apple cider vinegar, hemp seed oil with olive leaf, and cold pressed organic olive oil in one bowl. In the next bowl, the cooking water of either beans, potatoes, pasta, or rice, cooled off and salt free because cats can't take salt. It's good for humans, not for cats. And then in the third bowl, Plantago tea, the pink quail sized cancer turned black, dried up, shrunk to the size of a raisin, and fell out of her ear within 3 days. Normally a $6,500 operation, an aggressive one, after which cats die anyway. So we need to change the way we determine who should be listened to when it comes to healing. KESRE stands for qualification plus expertise plus specialization times integrity minus loopholes plus results plus impact. That way, room can come for truth and healing. So, are you ready to unleash your healing powers? Find all of my books for free in the link below using the promo code FREEBIES. And please spread the word. If doctors, not even Nobel Prize winning ones, research, books, success stories, can't make natural remedies for serious illnesses well known, maybe we can. Dandhea stands for delightful and delicious healing, and it sounds like dandelion. Let's start a movement together, the dandelion way, popping our happy little heads up wherever we can to make natural, toxin-free healing as abundant and normal, as delightful and delicious as dandelions in springtime. Thank you.